Do you know how long this took me? This monstrosity of extra content, known as an extra dungeon, Evan.
2 hours.
More than that.
5.
Do you want to know how much? Okay, so this. Okay, anyway, let's just introduce first. Hello everyone, this is Gamer of Glory. I have returned, finally, in this game known as Final Fantasy II. In the last part, long time ago in a galaxy far away, we turned the Emperor into a toad. And he came back as David Bowie, the Lord of all Hell. And now we have to do the extra dungeon.
Yep.
Something I dread the most. Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. The entire thing, just to get this particular weapon, took me 5 hours to do.
Damn.
This entire dungeon. Not only that, but all this editing, all the process of editing this is so menial, because there's so many things you have to edit out, and goddamn.
How much, out of the 5 hours, how much of this is going to be in the Let's Play?
Okay, this is gonna be like 4 parts. Because fuck this dungeon, alright? Just saying. So, what I'm talking about in this place is the Arcane Labyrinth. This is a labyrinth, a maze made up of words, and every time you use a word, the environment changes. So, okay.
So what happens if you use bad words?
Oops. I don't know. That's a good question. So the words you already know, like the plot words, like Jade Passage and all that, they all change depending on what you use in this seal. Using a word, you will go into a room, and it will affect it. That was a mouse. It will affect it. For example, I think I chose... I don't know what I chose here. Well, for example, if you chose Wild Rose, you go into a castle environment. This is Jade Passage. This is a cave system. And it's actually not too bad. You fight new enemies here. For example, the Abyss Worm. It is an upgraded version of the roundworm that we've seen in Leviathan. God bless his soul. Other than that, that's about it. You have to find the exit. Okay, so the point of this is to get through this place. In order to obtain more words, go into the rooms and earn yourself another word through menial tasks. Well, depending on the task that the word offers you, at least. For this one, you have to go into a waterfall and find the secret passage. Oh, by the way, new enemies here. Scissor Jaws and Chimera Sphinxes. Scissor Jaws don't really do a lot. Chimera Sphinxes, however, they will turn you to stone if you let them use their gaze attack.
Josh, I wouldn't be using Toad. What if all these guys turn into Emperors of the Underworld?
Shit! And the Chimera Sphinx is like the Lord of Hell from 7th Layer. So, using the combination of words that are given to you, you will get different effects, quote unquote. For example, the amount of random encounters you'll get, how difficult they are, and how easily you can run from them, and the amount of treasure you can get.
Right.
Like, Jade Passage is really, really late in the game, but I got a haste tome and a betrayal fang. It's not that bad, but it could be worse. So it all depends on different types of words. I don't know the process, so don't ask me about it, please, Evan. So I believe it's actually behind this waterfall right here. Go behind it, and you'll see this chest. The monsters. This is what you're supposed to do in Jade Passage. Open the chest, and you'll get Beelzebub.
Yes.
Yes. This is, or in the NES translation, he is known as Satan. Yeah. They actually bring biblical names in this, and he looks like a fly because it's a reference to Lord of the Flies. Remember when you read that?
No.
You never read Lord of the Flies?
Not really.
What did you read in high school? I mean, like, novel-wise. I mean, you read, like, Shakespeare, right?
No, I read Acceleration. I read, The Boy in Striped Pajamas.
Oh, okay, so Boy in Striped Pajamas instead of Lord of the Flies. Basically, Lord of the Flies is basically Satan.
Alright.
Okay, so Beelzebub absorbs all elements. and it has 4,000 HP.
And a face only a developer could love.
Yeah. It looks cute, though. Don't get me wrong. I mean, he even has a little cape right over there.
Is that what that's supposed to be?
That's supposed to be a cape. Anyway, Beelzebub has a lot of nasty status effects, but I don't care because I have Aegis Shield. Because Aegis Shield prevents a lot of status effects, actually. Which is really funny. But I don't have to care because I am pretty much immortal. Don't forget, I have Aegis Shield, Masamune, Genji Armor.
Guy in his fisticuffs.
Yeah, guy in his fisticuffs. And we have Leon here. We haven't talked a lot about Leon, actually.
To be honest, after the encounter in this ship, I already pretty much guessed who the so-called Dark Knight really was.
Yeah, it was... Okay, in the Game Boy version, the Game Boy version pretty much outright states that it's Leon. Because you see his face, it's just darkened a little, that's it.
Oh, wow.
So opening this chest, you will get a stone tablet. It will give you a new word. But it does give you a bit of a context about the world itself, because... okay, well, it gives me Oblivion. This is what I want. Because depending on the words that you choose with all 3 dungeons, yes, there are 3 ancient labyrinths. You have to do this 3 times, and this is the easiest one because it only has 4 rooms. The next one has 7, and the third one has 10. Oh, hi, Green Dragon. Yeah. Depending on the rooms, it will give you, like, whoever is your character's best weapon. Like, right. There's a guy in every Arcane Labyrinth who will give you, like, inscriptions of the word that will affect the other players, basically. I want the best weapon for Firion. Which is the Ragnarok, basically. So I wanna get the word hope, or at least words that are like good for him. So it's not useful to give him words that bode badly for him, but something that gives him good fortune or something that's auspicious. I don't know what that means, but it's just there. Anyway, so yeah, this is one of the rooms that gives you plot. Not really. More like extra plot convenience in the... Yeah, extra plot. That's
extra
all.
Plot? Oh,
yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That guy just walked right through an explosion.
Help! Help! Ow! Ooh, hey, that didn't hurt at all. Okay, so this is basically what you have to do in Oblivion. In Oblivion, you have to find this boy. He's at the top right. There's no time limit in this, so even though there's a giant war going on, you can just hang around. There's no time limit. Anyway, here he is. This question mark guy. So this guy will become important because there's this giant plot that's going on. That's like happening before.
And it doesn't really connect to anything we're going through, does it?
No. Well, it does connect to like the ultimate prize. But other than that, no, it doesn't really connect. Okay, so basically, they find this kid named Dumian. Hi, Dumian. Dumian is gonna be very plot important later on, because, well, we'll see in the words that he gives us. I believe he gives us hope. This is the word that is the best word to use if you want Firion's best weapon. It is, at least. Yeah, these guys, don't worry, you won't lose the word if you missed learning about it, but hey. Anyway, using hope, you can finally enter inside here. Okay, so I'm doing well. I'm doing well so far because I'm using the words that are doing really, really, really well for Firion, because like hope, oblivion, destruction, and, well, hope for the biggest one. It's his biggest influencer in terms of getting his weapon.
Oh, one survived.
Kill the infidel. Anyway, those are beast demons. You're not supposed to meet them until, like, at the very end of the game.
So wait, thinking about it, does this make Ginyu the Emperor of the Underworld in the Dragon Ball Z universe?
He's the Lord of all Hiffle? Okay, so yeah, that could make sense. Anyway, Devil Wolves. These guys are not really anything special, but you will meet them at the final area of the game. So don't feel bad. They're not as tough as you think. So just whack them a few things. Beast demons, however. Oh, by the way, these soldiers right here, you don't belong here.
A few moments later.
And yeah, he's cleared.
What?
They will. It's basically a forced encounter. You have to use they're just beast demons. That's it. Oh, hi, captains. Out of here. They're just beast demons. They block the path. If you talk to them, you'll ensue a forced encounter with them, like right here.
A few moments
Again. And yeah, they just spontaneously disappear. Oh, hi, Red Dragon. New enemy, Red Dragon. He's not as special as you think. He's just fire elemental. Use any ice elemental attacks on him, or physical attacks. Whatever works. He only has like 5,000 HP, so that may sound very daunting, but it doesn't really. It shouldn't be too hard.
Man, Leon's really underwhelming here.
That's because I have everybody in the HP level of 3,000 already.
In terms of the stats department and the whole mystery department, a Black Knight from Fire Emblem, he ain't.
Yeah. Black Knight from Radiant Dawn is much more threatening than this guy.
And he's a lot more intimidating, and there's a bigger mystery around him.
Yeah.
Like in Path of Radiance, all you really find out about him is that he was just an apprentice of Ike's father. You never find out who he is until Radiant Dawn.
Yeah, fuck this place, alright? I had to look up a guide. Okay, so I should explain Beast Demons, by the way. Beast Demons are just a recolor of Gatos, while Gatos is the Berserker, Beast Demons are mages. They will cast like Confuse, Drain, and all that jazz. They're nothing special. Although they do sometimes resist Toad, which irritates the hell out of me. Okay, so there is a bit of silver lining in this. You only have to do the rooms once. Well, not really the rooms once, like the rooms task once. For example, if you get the word out from this place, you don't have to go through all this again. You can just go to the seal, just go say the word, and you'll be out of here, and it still counts.
Thank God. Would you say the price for all this crap is really worth it?
In my opinion, no. Oh, hello, generals. This is a forced encounter, basically, and it has different music, so can't really do anything about that. Guy doesn't use fisticuffs anymore. He uses a shield and sword.
Alright.
Because swords are technically the best in the game, and fisticuffs kind of fall out of grace. And plus, it's the Masamune. How can you not love the Masamune? Other than that, yeah. And hello. The enemy lurks. Seize him! Oh god, dang it. Oh, trapped.
Just use another Toad spell.
Yeah, just you there. Not so fast. Hold on, I was gonna do that Toad spell first. Oh, hello. Who is this fancy pants? Stand aside and leave this rabble to me. You who would harm these people know that I shall not lay a single finger upon them. On guard. Did he just throw a rock at him? he threw a pebble at them and they combust. I thought the hand of villainy. I fought to extinguish the flames of war that engulfed the world with all my being. Tried to use my powers to save lives instead of take them. Anyway, new word, destruction. Please take it. And so, meet this kid right here. That's actually the kid that we rescued.
Alright.
That's Doomian, actually. And they're unconscious. Even though they exploded. Oh, hello, new enemies. Death Riders and Mithril Golems. Mithril Golems are weak to thunder, I think, and Death Riders are actually pretty menacing. Because they actually do quite a bit of damage, and and look at that. And they resisted a lot of my damage, too, so... Please kill him first. That's your biggest concern.
Oh, Maria didn't do much damage to him.
It was Flare like 2 or something. Flare is the best black magic spell. I think I said that like twice already, but Flare is the best black magic spell in the game. So yeah. I didn't know that Mithril Golem was weak to thunder, so I'm like testing out what is this guy weak to? What is this guy weak to? Yeah, ether. I don't have enough ether. I don't have any ether spots left. Bleh. Anyway, much later, and I finally arrived here. ignore the mouse. I'm trying to look at what words I should use. But for now, I'm just showing off the plot of like this is technically what's happening before the world actually that we live in. Well, that Firion lives in. This is like a magic war where the gods have given humans the free use of magic, and
oh wow, I don't see why that wasn't a bad idea.
Oh yeah. So they've given us free range of magic, and thus created endless war. So here's the solution on what they did. But I'm just talking to these guys. Mick, hi Mick, Arya, here. Are they just gathered here for a book club or something? So yeah, you could just talk to these guys. They're nothing really, but the point of the room of destruction. I'm sorry, room of destruction.
Room of destruction
or card destruction. I don't know. It sounds like some sort of Yu-Gi-Oh! Mad Libs going on. Okay, so they're discussing the road for peace. They're doing negotiations, whatnot. What you have to do is talk to. Well, there's a green mage that you saw when we first entered in this room. I teleported in. I don't know. You have to talk to that green mage, and he will ask you to find 3 types of colored magicite.
Because he can't be bothered to do it himself.
No, he's kind of stuck there, walking in place. You there, bring me the magicite from the laboratories. Yes, they spell it laboratories. That's the old way of saying laboratories. It's very weird. Anyway,
Okay.
Fine. Green magic, yada yada yada, and yeah. So, yeah, that's about it. There's no encounters, thank God.
This place is ridiculously big, though, considering that all it has is a few NPCs.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm standing there. I think I'm looking up a guide, but okay. So you're probably wondering why did this take so long? Firstly, it's the summertime, and my parents decided to go to San Francisco. I love San Francisco, but it's too damn hot, and I just turned on the AC and just like I want to stay home. Secondly, it was because of this fucking dungeon. I hate this dungeon. All right.
Yeah.
I had to restart like twice or 3 times just so I can get the perfect roll. And I even had to restart the whole entire dungeon all because I got a bad roll on the weapon that I wanted.
So wait, this is all luck-based?
Yeah, it's if you know what to choose, then it's not gonna dick you over. But it's still not gonna guarantee you the item, because I got dicked over the first time and I got an elixir.
Oh, wow.
Yes, you can get dicked over on getting an elixir if you get a bad combination. Well, it is mostly my fault because I kept using the wrong word, and plus I was flustered when I said the final word for Firion. So yeah, I screamed my lungs out when I found out that, oh god damn it, I have to do it all over again.
Aye.
Ugh. I should mention that there are some good rooms in this place and not some bad rooms. Cause, I mean, this place is fine. There's nothing really dangerous in this room. But if you choose like the bad words, I guess, then it's not the best. Anyway, we just foolishly created the ultimate magic. The ultimate
Fire.
power. Yeah, fire. Well, technically...
Abracadabra.
Abracadabra, and the world explodes. Let's see, how to activate. You says you have to say abracadabra, and the world explodes. Is what you say true? So the magic is complete. And even when the road of peace just opened... I feel like I should slap my head. The magic is too dangerous. And... basically, they decided, oh shit, we just made this magic on the road to peace, and I'm like, dude, why not just go there and tell the guy to stop working?
Yeah.
So, here's the thing. They have, in order to seal up the magic, because it's ultimate magic, it's going to blow up the world, they have to create a magic seal. And it has to be, and you have to have a sacrifice in order to block it.
Alright.
And the more magic they have, the more, well, the more magic they have, the more, I guess, power they have? I don't know. Basically, they choose a boy named Doomian.
Oh, wow.
Yep. The boy who has phenomenal magic powers, but gets sealed into an itty-bitty little space.
And thus he won't be able to do much of anything until we get to Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, shit.
And there he becomes Homer Simpson.
And then he dies of heart cancer. All I could do is apologize and beg forgiveness, because, well, then again, I am the general, and I don't have to care. Guardian...
DDD.
Well, technically, he's a general, so... Yeah. And we see the king nowhere in sight, so we can only assume that he's the king. Anyway, we got the final word, Guardian. This is the final word in terms of, like, the plot of Doomian, I guess you can say it like that. We won't get back to it later, because I am already at the final room. So, I ask, and you shall receive a Guardian. I've already said hope, so that aria counts to Furion's superb count, I guess.
Alright.
Arcame Labyrinth Northwest Quarter. So, in here is a boss. This is already the last floor, and the boss is actually really, really hard if you plan to do this really, really early. Because you can access it the moment you... Because you can access this the moment you reach the place.
Oh.
So anyway, we got Tiamat, returning from Final Fantasy 1.
I was gonna guess 5-headed dragon.
Yeah, or 5-headed dragon.
Only, great, we need a light attribute monster for this.
Ah, shit. Was that card powerful?
Yeah, pretty powerful.
Oh,
It's got
yeah.
like 5,000 attack and defense, and besides card effects, the only way you could destroy is with a light attribute monster.
Oh wow, how are you supposed to deal with that monster?
Well, like I said, you could use card effects.
Oh yeah, that's true, I guess. Anyway,
Lightning
this...
Vortex, Torrential Tribute.
Or I could
Force.
just use the Masamune and guy's fisticuffs. Oh, by the way, I had to kind of skip there. Yeah, five-headed sorry, I can't stop saying five-headed dragon now. Damn it, Evan. Okay, five-headed dragon has around like 4,000, not 4,000, 5,000 HP. It absorbs all 4 elements, as always, and it's pretty annoying actually. It does Poison Cloud 16 a lot, but it's not gonna hurt a lot because, well, it's poison damage, I guess. Well, then again, Leon is getting hurt. But then it should be dead by the next turn.
Josh Yugi would have finished this in like 2 minutes. What's taking so long?
Well, not really. He'll take like 5 minutes to think of a strategy. Pharaoh, what do I do? You just believe in the heart of the cards. I said believe it! The power of the seal has been released in the Labyrinth. And you have to release 2 more seals, and it only gets harder from here. Fuck this place.
Oh, wow.
So that's the end of part 17 of Final Fantasy II. Or was it part 16? I don't know. I've lost count already.
So wait, that's it for Doomian?
No, there's still more to do. It's just that we have to access the room. Again, I just reached the final room. So next time we will access the northeast Arcane Labyrinth. And it will have 7 floors. I hate my life already. Anyway, this Game of Glory, I shall return. Evan, say bye.
Bye.